Hi, welcome back to Amsterdam.
Oh my God, I'm so delighted to be here. One of my very favorite cities.
Yeah, how are you feeling today? I mean, did you just land it? Did you just
No, I
arrive
came
here?
yesterday, and my girlfriend flew in from Berlin. It's our birthday weekend. And so we caught up on the TV show Atlanta in bed last night, and we ordered lunch twice, and we had cocktails, which I don't normally have, but it was fantastic.
What kind of cocktails did you have?
Yeah, I had 2 cocktails. I don't remember what it was called. It was something special that they make. And then I slept for 10 hours or whatever it was. So honestly, I'm living my best life.
Yeah, perfect start for this.
Yeah, this is my over best life.
Dance Event weekend. And first of all, congratulations, because as you mentioned, the birthday weekend, it sounds amazing. What are the other plans for you to do here in Amsterdam?
Derek Carter, it's also his birthday today.
Yeah.
It's also Hai's birthday. And I think it's Kim Kardashian's birthday this weekend. Not that she's here, but
And Doja Cat is birthday today also.
you know what? I can always kind of tell the people that like are in the birthday matrix. Like, there's some really good ones. Timothy Leary also. I feel like we've got a good showing. So Derek Carter and I will go back to back at We Still Believe for Digital on our birthday. So it will for sure be shenanigans. Derek Carter is a dangerous man. And I assume that we'll probably try to get the crowd drunk ourselves. And there might be cake, or Derek likes to hand out pizza. That's a thing we do in Chicago.
Yeah.
At Smartbar. Derek's a resident at Smartbar. I'm a resident also. So I feel like it's going to be super chaotic. Mike Servito's there, so we might have to steal somebody's bottle of bourbon like we did on the air on Boiler Room that one time. Sorry, Daniel Avery, I still owe you a bottle of bourbon. Here you go. We drank the whole thing live on the air, and they had a stroopwafel, and at some point there were hats involved. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm blown away.
So, yeah, anything can happen, and I'm sure that it will be a memorable night, which, if we do it correctly, we will create some memories and forget them immediately.
I'd love to talk to you about the idea behind We Still Believe.
Yeah.
Because it's a record label, an event. It's also a message you try to carry out, right?
Yeah, I think in some ways We Still Believe is really a choose your own adventure message. Like, whatever people bring to the event, whatever their hopes and needs are that they need to believe in, then I want that to be that space for them. People need to have that gap filled. I have been that person. At the time we started the event, I mean, it wasn't even called We Still Believe. The whole thing started when we were throwing an illegal rave in a tiny warehouse for like 150 people. We had no decorations. I cut open a box and I found a bottle of shoe polish. And I was like, I don't know what to write in this. Okay, We Still Believe. And we stuck Christmas lights on it, and that was it. And it became this sort of slowly developing iconic thing. We carried the sign around. We did some shows in Chicago, like secret loft parties. In a dear friend's house, he would let us have his loft, and we got busted by the police.
When was this?
Oh yeah, of course. Oh my God, I've been in so many rave busts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have been officially arrested one time, and it was for a noise violation for throwing an illegal party.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of okay. Yeah.
Fair enough. And how is that important for you? Like, I mean, to keep the atmosphere as safe and as right as you want it. What is an important thing for you to do?
That's the whole ball game.
Yeah.
You know, I dream of a very different world for people coming to parties than the one that I grew up in, where there was a lot of like accepted collateral damage, and I don't want there to be collateral damage for the kids that are coming to events now. You know, I started going to parties when I was 14, and I'm lucky that I'm not in a grave. You know,
you survived.
Anything could happen. I did live through the Midwest rave scene, which means I'm pretty much ready for anything. But I hope to make things a little bit more welcoming for all kinds of people, and great care and attention has been provided at every level to that in terms of just sensitivity to diversity and training the staff on the ground and who we booked and how we booked it. You know, you can never get it perfect, but this is just about as close as we've ever gotten. So I honestly, enormous, huge respect for the whole digital team, they did a better job than I ever would have done on my own, and they pushed me to have it be so much more like what in my heart I would have imagined it. And so all of my worries are alleviated, and I feel like we're getting closer to the idea as I would have wanted it to be in the world.
Mm-hmm. And how do you experience like the club scene, dance life, the vibe nowadays? Since of course everything has been closed for, shut down for like 3 years. Because I had an interesting conversation with DJ Bone yesterday, and he mentioned.
I love him. He also lived in Kentucky for a while. Bone's another Midwest, like Detroit, Kentucky person. Yeah, Bone is honestly, he's like one of the dopest DJ. Love DJ Bone.
And he lives in the Netherlands now since
good
3
for him.
years in Opkouden.
I totally get it. This
Yeah.
is the only place I could live other than London. This is it.
Yeah, and he mentioned like what he sees and feels on the dance floor is like the younger generation that was stuck, of course, as everyone else, and is having their first club experience.
Right.
And they have a lot of aggression. Like he mentioned it because everyone
they're ready to go.
Yeah, and he says that's interesting to feel at the floor, but also it's important to take notice of it because everyone should have a good time and feel good together, but it's complicated.
It's absolutely complicated. I mean, I think there's a lot of people who were 16 when lockdown started and who turned 18 after it ended. And less this year than last year. You definitely, like, when people first came out, there was like a lot of people who were at their first festival and were like, have no idea what to do. And you could see it. You could see it that they were kids, but as somebody that started going to parties when they were 14, I felt this real empathy towards them, and I wanted to try to meet them where they were. And fortunately, I feel like I've got a language that I can deploy musically that can do that. When I was 18 years old, I could not go fast enough. I wanted to hear Belgian hardcore. I wanted to hear all that stuff, and I was like, great. Actually, I was playing Parklife in Manchester, and Fred again was playing at the stage. I could hear him over there, and he could hear me over here. And Fred's, very emotional and very touching and all this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to play a bunch of 150 BPM Rotterdam stuff. And we share a manager. One of our managers, or a bunch of them are the same. And he was like, I could hear you playing hardcore over there. And I was like, well, sorry, Fred.
What was one of the Rotterdam tunes that you mentioned?
I don't even know. I don't think it's a Rotterdam tune, but I played Dominator.
Wow.
Bigger and badder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm the one and only Dominator.
So you also felt that energy, like
they wanted
release.
to go. They wanted to go fast.
Yeah.
When I was 18 years old, 16 years old, I wanted to go fast. When I was 18, I heard drum and bass for the first time. Yeah. And I wanted to hear nothing but DJ hype. And nothing but Danny the Wild Child and all of that stuff and SS and so on. And like for me, I wanted it to be 160 beats per minute, and I couldn't get enough of it. So I totally relate to that. And I think you do have to a degree, meet people where there are, but at the same time, there's a diplomacy where it's like, okay, this is what you would like to have. Now let me show you what you actually need. And that's a balance to strike, and sometimes we don't always do it. Sometimes it's like, oh, I do not want to play this for you, but it is for sure what you want, and I'm just going to play what I want, Yeah. You kind of get into a one for me, one for you strategy.
Yeah.
But that's DJing. That's it. It's always a conversation, and it's a conversation that will unfold for me for the rest of my life.
Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy Amsterdam.
Thank you.
Enjoy your birthday. And I have another little surprise.
Okay. What is it? Will I like it?
I think you'll like it because we just mentioned your good friend, Fred.
No.
And I'm happy to give you this beautiful... Do you like it with the picture in it?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Congratulations.
A platinum record. My God.
Yeah. So you can bring it the entire weekend in Amsterdam with you. Just
Can I have this mounted onto a necklace? I'll just walk around like this.
Yeah, please do.
Fred, if you're listening, thanks for making me get on the phone and talk to you. I was very afraid to do it, and it has been such a beautiful experience to have done this and to have been a part of this once in a lifetime time for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Woo!